So, like, that's enough rambling about that.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
There'll be plenty more time to keep talking about Son Amy when we actually get to Amy. Oh yes, we aren't done, but there's other things to talk about. Woo! I do love seeing Tails, like, following you around during these stages. Like, that's why I like Sonic Adventure. Like, I like Sonic Adventure 2 more, obviously. I'm pretty sure everyone would say that, but that's why I like Sonic Adventure, because like I said, it feels like a classic Genesis game, but in 3D. The second game really started to... shocked I did not die. Really started to have that formula about it. And none of the other 3D games ever really had that again, where it's Sonic and Tails, the dynamic duo running around, him following behind you like in the classic games, which makes sense, of course, why that wouldn't be the case. But it's nice to see it in this. It gives Adventure 1 this unique kind of feeling to it. Where the hell? Gives this unique kind of feeling to it. Because at this point, Tails is still firmly in, like, sidekick territory. He's still at that stage where, like, he's the boy wonder following along and helping out. Of course, this is the game where that changes. His character kind of takes a turn in that regard. But of course, it's preemptive to talk about that now. But that's what I'm talking about, like, Sonic interacts with all of the other characters in the game. Once you finish Sonic's campaign, you'll have every other character that's available to play as in this game ready to play. But because he just has those sparse interactions with them, like, they get brought up, but it's, like, not worth talking about them yet, because... Whew, because they have their own campaign, where that story, anything you might want to talk about now, gets expanded upon in their own story. But it is fun, like, it's only a couple levels, too. It's like, let's see, there's 10, and he does them all. It's this one, the Sky Ruins or whatever, the Ice Caps, the Casino. That's another thing, because, watch this. Yeah! He just lets go of the fucking rocket right away, so that he doesn't get blasted into it. Man, I love, like, blowing up these gun turrets. Uh-oh. Ah, come on. Come now. The only part about this stage that's annoying is she just said, like, the strong winds will blow you away, but there's never really any wording to when that's about to happen. It'll just suddenly start to, like, float you around. And you kind of gotta hope you get lucky enough to be near something that you can grab onto before you just get blown sheer off the place. Eggman, what are you doing? Why are you blowing up the wing of your own ship like that? And this is cool, like, you're on the launch platform for all those ships you were blowing up during the tornado section. And again, oh man, I'm dead. No! And if you don't die like an idiot without getting the fucking...
increase the speed. Hang on to something.
Without getting the fucking checkpoint. See? Very close. Let's go ahead and get through here then. Oh, hey. That'll save some time. That, and that. There we go. Again, like, what is the logic behind what is happening in this scene? Is he, like, shedding an entire wing? For what purpose? And then, like, he's launching all the ship, he's scrambling the fighter planes, but then the whole section, like the hangar that they were in, gets dropped off the thing too. Like, why are you just like blowing off parts of your own ship, Eggman? Look over here, bitch.
To destroy a cannon, aim a rocket into its center when the cannon is horizontal.
Ah, damn. There we go. Fucking done. My bad, stage. So what I mean about how, like, every stage has at least, like, 3 acts to it, 3 sections. You had that first one. Yeah. Where you were kinda, like, racing along underneath the ship. And then you had the second one where you were, like, on the wing and being flown off. And then this one where we're actually back on in the ship. Other characters will do this level, but only do one of those 3 sections. Where Sonic does all 3 every time. And they all have their own kind of like weird altitude-based gimmick to them. Like, you see how the ship is tilting on this one. As if the egg carrier is ascending or descending, and it's causing the interior section that we're on to tilt back and forth like this. Like, all the levels are really well thought out and have fun little gimmicks to them. That's another thing, like, I had this whole extrapolation about how... Yeesh. Damn. About how, the classic games had this, triumvirology? Tripololosian? A word that means 3. Of different types of levels. Come on. Different types of levels that you would go through, like the nature levels, the ancient runes levels, and the modern industry levels. Starting with the adventure games, you kind of lose that dynamic a little bit. There's definitely levels that you can still slot under one of those 3, but with this game and afterwards, it's much less, like, categorizational. Like, some you can say, like, yeah, the beach was a nature level. You could say the sky race place was maybe a ruins type level. This obviously is an industrial level, but then you have levels that are cityscapes. And then it just gets a little... Nice ass shot. It just gets a little less neat like that.
Yeah, not bad.
Although the entire point of having the 3 different kinds of levels in Sonic was like as a world setting kind of thing.
Is that it?
It might be, but let's check out the bridge.
Is that it? Any more levels? Any more levels here? Maybe. But in this, obviously, since it's like it has an explicit narrative, like the hardest explicit narrative, the levels are designed to be like just fun levels to go through. And the level design is really strong for like all the characters. but in this, like, all the levels really need to do is aesthetically fit in with the environment that they're placed in. Like, it's in a city, or it's on the beach, or it's on the egg carrier, and, you know, be fun levels. They don't have to be... They don't have to, like, establish the world, because you just have a story, or the hub levels that you can run around. Those are much more world-establishing, the hubs. The individual levels are just sections of gameplay in this one.
Sonic!
Ha! They're too late!
You're too late!
Not the birdie! A Chaos Emerald! No way!
I'm almost surprised you didn't keep the bird and shove it in a fucking robot.
Gamma!
Note that Sonic didn't save Amy there. Like, she got kidnapped and brought up here, and Sonic showed up, and she was and like Eggman was fucking with her, but he didn't really save her. That was gonna happen one way or the other, whether Sonic was here or not.
Get rid of these pests! Show them what you've got!
Aye, aye, sir.
Show me what you got.
Point me, or else!
It's gonna get swifty in here. Shit on the floor. Another egg bot to bust up. Whatever. Boom. A little bit more durable than the average robot. But just another robot. Fucking you up. Cue his theme song because he's ready to fuck up this robot.
Stop it, Sonic!
Step aside, Amy! Out of my way!
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay. Whatever you say.
I love that reaction.
You must have your reasons.
So again, note, Sonic didn't save her during that. He didn't rescue her. If Eggman called up Gamma there to take her out, she probably would have been fine, right?
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find that Eggman and...
So I just want to go over that here. Amy, damsel in distress, got kidnapped by the robot and taken away, and instead of Sonic saving her, she actually, like, stops him from killing the thing that he thought he was saving her from. Subversion!
Auto recovery system activated.
It's gonna chill out here? Okay.
The egg carrier is losing altitude.
For some reason, this is never really explained. I guess Eggman shedding all of that exterior that we were running across during that level turned out to be a bad idea after all. I don't know.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape.
That's kind of a weird line.
There
If
must
I'm
be
to
a
continue.
switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
So after... Oh no, they're still here. Look at this! Look at this stupid swimming pool! Eggman, you fucking dork! Eggman has his little fucking evil giant airship that he's gonna take over Station Square with, and he puts a fucking pool in there. Ah yes, now I can relax. While Chaos is destroying the world down below. Oh hey, by the way, do you remember Chaos is in this game? We haven't seen him in a while, have we?
If you turn this switch on, rings will appear on the floor.
Gee, thanks to call. Couldn't have figured that out by myself. And this is like his cockpit, which is hilarious. It's like all automated. Like, just look at the design of this environment. I think that's so funny. It just cracks me up. Thinking of Eggman actually building all this, like, by hand. Actually, he probably makes robots. He probably, like, made an assembly line and then has the robots, like, go through an automated process for him.
Resuming monorail operation.
So now they're gone. And again, and while we're here, while we're talking about, like, world building using the hub areas here. You know what cracks me up? These maid robots. Look, they actually have a maid uniform on. Like, they actually have, like, that's either painted on or they're actually wearing clothes. And that bow is definitely not part of their design. Like, did Eggman design a robot and paint it to look like a maid and added little wings and painted them to look like a ribbon just so he could have maid bots to clean his... There are like 5 of these things. That cracks me up. Eggman, you fucking weeaboo. We were within the vicinity. Oh yeah, so remember Chaos is in this game? Looking good, right? We just show up and he's already at Form 6.
Not again!
So, he had
Chaos.
4.
Could this be the same beast?
Then Eggman just took the emerald from the bird.
Oh yes! Attack!
But if you look, there's 6 emeralds in there.
Froggy?
Oh god.
I must say Froggy!
If he's your friend, I'll help you.
Cause I'm such a nice guy.
Just leave it to me.
Sonic just shows up and this is all, like, where did you get the 6th emerald? What is that big frog doing here?
Tail. You won't get away with this, you madman!
I will! No match for Chaos, even though he's not perfected yet. Okay, Chaos, destroy them all!
You won't get away with this! Yes, I will. Stupid. So I love how, like, Sonic shows up and this is all already happening, like, around him. Like, he didn't actually get to see it go down.
No!
Like, he shows up and Chaos already has the 5th and 6th emerald, like, shoved up in there. And he comes in on this weird frog drama with a big-ass cat, and it's like, what? What's happening? Fuck you. Ah, it's already changing. And he's got his tail now. He didn't used to have a tail, in case you didn't notice. That tail's new. I do love the fucking theme for Chaos's boss modes.
No way! I can't believe this!
So I just want to point out, Sonic didn't see Chaos become, like, his 6th form.
I can't believe
And, if you'll watch how this boss fight concludes... Oh. Oh, come... Oh no, it's not my fetish at all. Stop it. Come on. There we go. Somehow.
No way! I can't believe...
Okay, he shatters into a million pieces, right? But...
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
I love that quote, too. Hey, evil monstrosity of destruction, the god of destruction, I'll play with you some other time. So we just saw it, like, blow up into a million pieces, but don't worry about that.
No way! I can't believe this!
I love these sound clips being reused over and over.
Sonic!
Oh, and now Knuckles is here!
Hey there, Knuckles!
When did you get here?
Finally made it! I thought you got lost or something.
When and how?
Till we meet again, Sonic!
And like how I saw, hi Knuckles, okay bye, I gotta go chase after Eggman now. Just leaves Knuckles standing there. And just jumps off of the fucking egg carrier, like a sheer drop. Like there was so much happening around that location that all of these other characters are just showing up for one scene and then leaving. He flattened completely flat.
I hate Eggman. Where's this?
Where's this? Never been here before. Huh. Creepy pyramid. That's new. So since it's a waste to talk about all these other character storylines that pop up, that Sonic's just kind of like brushing against. That was the second and last scene with Knuckles and Sonic's story.
That light. I think it's trying to show me something.
Big the Cat just kind of showed up right there, completely out of context. Like, it's so not worth talking about their stories when we're playing as Sonic. So while we're playing as Sonic, let's talk about, and since I talked about, like, the world building and how the levels that you run across in the Genesis games, like establishing the setting, has kind of been off-shifted to the hub zones that this first adventure game had, and none of the other ones really had. It's just this game with the hub, adventure hub, or whatever you want to call it, establish a setting. Like, Station Square is just like a city, but it is like a beachfront city. But what's really fun and interesting to talk about is the Mystic Ruins. Because you can kind of see like the world phasing in and out of reality behind the fog box back there. But like, I think like partially you're supposed to assume like the distances aren't to scale. And the idea is that all of these locations are supposed to be a little bit further away from each other than they actually are to navigate to. But like the entire setup of the Mystic Ruin Zone here is, it's like in the wilderness. Tails has the workshop here, but all these like safari explorer dudes are coming around to like investigate the ancient ruins that are here. Particularly the pyramid that we just saw here in these big ass forests. In the like you can, I like how you can see it from here, but then you actually have to get down into the big ass forest and try and navigate it, and you have motherfuckers like this who are just hopelessly lost. Oh, but it's cool. It's a cool forest. Like, they want to research the goddamn pyramid and figure out what is this historical landmark, but they can never actually reach it. It almost feels like it's a Lost Woods kind of thing, where you turn left and then you start back where you started out, right? But you might just think, oh, this is a random pyramid. There's nothing to this, right? But nah, son. Nah. Remember how I had, like, I kept taking time out of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough to talk about, like, what was the old civilization that used to live on Angel Island? Well, I'm finally going to be able to actually answer some of those questions I raised. But for now, Sonic's just, I'm going to go chase down Eggman, lands here in the Mystic Ruins, lost track of him, and is like, oh, some weird ancient mystical light looks like it's trying to guide me. So I'm just gonna go into this random pyramid of mystery and follow it to see what the deal's up. See what's going on. Woo. This, while we're here, like, I don't know where Eggman is. So, might as well kill some time running through this goddamn pyramid for no reason. Ooh, what's with the animation there? Whoop. Yeah, oh god. Remember how I talk about, like, how is anyone but Sonic supposed to navigate, like, the world of those levels in the Genesis games?
To open the front door.
I feel very bad for, like, the Safari Explorer guy who actually does finally stumble upon the ancient pyramid here and starts trying to go inside and explore it. They're probably not gonna make it out very well. It's probably not going to end well for them. Like, look at this crazy shit. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit of camera fuckery right there. This level I can see people having a little bit of trouble with. If you're stupid. Yeah. Oh no. It's okay. Didn't need to ride on the snake after all, really. I like the Indiana Jones vibe you get from this level in particular. Come on. Yes. Oh god, what is happening? Come on. Come on, Lakitu, cooperate. Jesus. This room is just not accommodating the fucking camera very well. Okay, look at this shit. Look at this skybox here. So we went down into the pyramid. So assumedly, we're underneath the ground level of the pyramid in the forest we were just in. Now we come out and find this fucking, like, center of the earth bullshit. You drop down to level 2 of the fucking pyramid and you see this, like, I know it's a shitty JPEG. I know it's a shitty JPEG, okay? But look at this landscape. Like, the implication of it. Vast stretches of forest, and, like, from even just what we can see here, like, 5 or 6 other pyramids right there. That shit's cray.
Use the mirror to help guide you.
Like, it's not just the one pyramid. There's an entire, like, former civilization that has been literally... Oh, no, we don't want that. That's been literally buried. And, like, the only way to, like, reach it is... Like, you can imagine, like, this is just the tallest pyramid. That it was so tall that it's... what we saw from the surface... before entering into the level here, was literally... Uh-oh. The shield is probably going to present a problem here. Okay. Whew. That was testy. Whee! Water slide. I love it. And again, this is all supposed to be inside the pyramid. All this natural nature growing in here. Again, very Indiana Jones. So what we thought was the entire pyramid from the outside was literally just the tip of an even huger pyramid that's underneath the ground. And obviously you can't imagine that like, unless these were mole people, I wouldn't think that they built a pyramid underground. Something happened that buried everything that we see here. And not like it's not like how do you say it? Like, it wasn't like it was filled in, you know?
Use the switch to light up the wall panel.
There was literally a top layer that became the ground that we were on before. And, like, there's a dirt ceiling to this entire landscape. For some reason, whatever happened here caused that, like, the entire
switch to light up the
civilization get buried in this
panels when lit.
literally just a top layer, a ceiling on top of it kind of way. Like, what the fuck does that? How does that happen? What happened to this place that it's so evenly underneath the earth like this? Like, if you like I'll put it like this: if you dug and you kept digging, eventually you would hit open air and just fall into, like, the forest and various pyramids that we just saw. That shit is nuts. What could cause that to happen? What could cause the, like, what's the term? Like, ocean level? Like, the ground, like how Death Valley is both sea level. What could cause the sea level to raise to such a degree? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I never said the camera was perfect. Okay, let's ditch this shield. We don't want to have any kerfuffles. What could cause the sea level to raise to such a dramatic extent?
Yes! Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.